we implore. Mr. Monday, hit the track. Overtakes flowing, don't look back. DRS open, watch us fly. The fastest guys we can't deny. The covenant gold they all seek. Amazing racing at its peak. RRF1 Mondays, let's go! Tire strategy, make or break. Deep in battle, we'll break late. Tires squealing, hearts are pounding. Monday drivers, they are astounding. Whoa! It's Monday, hit the track. Overtakes flowing, don't look back. DRS open, watch us fly. The fastest guys we can't deny. The covenant gold they all seek. Amazing racing at its peak. RRF1 Mondays, let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! RRF1 Monday, yeah!
Good evening and welcome to RF1's Monday division. So it's all come down to this, the final round of season 20. Yep, season 20? Season 13, round 20. It's the Austria Sprint Week. I say it's all come down to who's going to win in the Drivers' Championship. Is it going to be Alifawadkhan? Is it going to be the Dark Mark? Or are they both going to have total nightmares and is Massey still going to claim it? And then we've got the Constructors. So it looks like it's going to be Alpine or Aston Martin. But have a look at it. There might be a Kick or Ferrari if they ought to have a mental race could win it. So it looks like though without Massey, Kick will be out. Ferrari would need a mental race. A72 and Dark Mark would have to get a really good result and hope the other ones didn't score many. But it's not impossible. So it's going to be interesting to watch this one. So I think we're just waiting now for one more driver to ready up, and then we'll start the sprint qualifying. So here's a sprint week for the finale. So we've got the short quali for sprint, then the sprint, then we've got the short qualifying for the main race, and then the main race. So let's go through everyone. We've got Daddy Snipes, A72, T-Bants, Misfits, Alifawadkhan, Kush, TSD Apex, Daniel, Whitey, Rusted Bolt, The Dark Mark, Betchers, DK, Gaming Minion, or as I know Drew likes to call him, Gaming Onion, Miguel's, yeah, Miguel, San Miguel's, always have to make sure I get that one right, Dumar Dimar, if you say that wrong you're threatening him, Find the Pass, Chaos, Brewdog, and Tamas. I can just see a car coming out there. They haven't fixed the glitch. I just saw flying people again. There we go. Whee! Woohoo! McLaren. Zach Brown's flying. He's a bit too excited for DK tonight. Let's make sure I get all my bits and bobs up. You heard that laughing in the background. I've got my my oldest child watching along, and he was a bit caught out by the flying person in there. I'm going to get him to be my little mathematician to work out all the points tonight. I'll leave Betchers, as we normally see, as first out on track. Let's see how Betchers can do in that Alpine. With one of the teams that can come in the Constructors tonight, possibly. I say, will we see some of these teams helping each other out in qualifying? I say, is Ali going to give a tow, or Betcher's going to give a tow? Or say the other way around with the Astons, are they going to play the team game? Evening, Wilson. You don't want to do this one this week. I think I did see it was last week you lost on this game. I think I did remember you saying that. So Betches has invalidated. Get to the next, it might be the McLaren. No, not McLaren, the Mercedes. Oh, he's on an outlap. Miguel's also on an outlap. That would be DK. Keeps it nicely in the line there. What's he done now? 104.7. So weirdly enough, main quali's time last season was a 104.691. So he's literally a tenth off the main quali time from last season. So it's pretty good going though. Got a yellow flag. That's just a Mercedes moving off track. A72 has invalidated. All of the Hasses coming round. That is Brewdog. I want a 5.8 for Brewdog there. There's a car not moving. That is Whitey. Oh, he's on that lap. I just saw this dot running really slowly. But just doing some drifting into the pits there. Miguel's coming up to the line now. Oh, he must have validated that one. So I missed that, but he's using another time. There we go, Alifawadkhan. He's going to want a good qualifying here. I say, but Massey's currently on 4.16, leading the championship. Ali's on 4.09. So all he needs is 8 points to overtake. I say Dartmark's on 3.85 at the minute, so he's going to need one hell of a drive tonight. But saying that, last season in the sprint, I think he comes third, and in the main race, he comes second. That's when Hayden was racing, and Hayden had that massive pace when the curtain first come out. Wilson in the chat, no bro, I left, it was a good race, but I don't have it in me, you know. Oh. There's definitely another league if you might be interested, Wilson. If you have Sundays free, you've got the Sunday Drive, which is our sister league. We do have things like ghosting on. That was a bit more of a laid back one, so that's always an option if you fancy it. I get this Mercedes, that's Misfits. Or something's happened to Daniel. Or is he unless he's retired. few bounces coming across, improved there, up did a 104.639 up to P2. TSD Apex is coming into the pits. The other Williams, a Rusty Bolt, coming around the last corner now, just about keeps it in the line. 105.6 Rusty Bolt's just behind Apex. Wilson put, I did join FO5, but not going good over that. I'm guessing FO5 is that another league? Because I've not heard of them. A new follower, Daniel. I imagine that is Daniel, who is currently sitting. Where is he currently sitting? P10. Also, if that is Daniel, welcome in. I get Team Papaya now. Who is that? That is Kush. So I should really check who the reserve scores are for tonight as well. I looked at it earlier, but I can't remember. I've been given the Whitey Kravitz is giving me the update on the weather. Sunny for sprint and sprint quali. Qualifying looks like it might be a bit damp though. So hopefully get your umbrellas ready. I'm just trying to find out who these reserve scores were. Apologies for this. Yes, let's find the pass and Daniel. Here with, is that DK? No, that's Kush. He's just coming round to finish this lap. It's going to be a decent time. It's a 104.6. It's been P3. Daniel put reserve score. Yeah, so how we run it in RF1 is two reserves get nominated. So because most teams have a top 10 driver and a bottom 10 driver, we try and get it so it's sort of equal because we have a reserve constructors team as well. And then the other reserves will get removed from the classifications at the end. So everyone else gets bumped up, basically. So yourself, if you in the sprint get in the top 10, you'll score points for reserve racing. And same in the main race, it's the top 15. So it starts with 32 points for the winner in the main race, down to 1 point for P15. Yeah, so for tonight you're racing for the reserve racing team. Yourself and Find the Pass, which currently sitting behind you in quality at the minute in P15. We know Find the Pass, he's got some pace. He'll probably be in that middle to top by the end of this qualifying, I reckon. On the pass, now he's into the pits. Absolutely flew into the pits. Another car's going into the pits as well. Oh, someone else took a bit of grass up there. Fair enough, probably shouldn't have retired then, oops. Gotta say, so our reserve racing, they're about middle of the table, I believe, on Monday Division. So as I mentioned, there's two teams that are in the Constructors title fight really tonight. It's Aston Martin and Alpine. Ferrari with that outside chance. But as I say, A72 and Dark Mark will have to have a mental race in both. Because they're on 418 points at the minute. Alpine on 460 and Aston on 488. So already Aston have a 28 point buffer. So as long as they can keep roughly within close proximity to those other drivers of the Alpine team, they should be able to do it. Wilson says, Find the Pass, if you win I'll think about joining back. See what Brewdog can do now. How was that not an invalidation? That was surely all the way out. But it's counted at 1050. Pretty much on par with the other Haas, Tamas. The dark mark. See what you can do here. Keeps it in the lines nicely. A 1047 P5 for dark mark. Evening Painified. Another follower. So we have had some suggestions for things like reserves. Like somebody said, "Well, don't let the other one score for like the other constructor or something, and then just denominated 2 for the reserve racing." So some things are going to be discussed in the pre-season. I think it might be Mr. Goomba that has mentioned that. Get the bogey green car, Daddy Snipes. Just about keeps that front wheel in. And that's P7 and quality done for Daddy. It's really, really weird, and Daddy. Just trying to get this right car now. The Ferrari's dark mark. Yeah, he's finished with qualifying. A72 is the next Ferrari. Is he up on his time? Keeps it just within the lines. This will definitely be an improvement. A 1057 improvement, but I think he jumped up slightly there. Goomba said, what did I mention? That was about the reserve possibly scoring for the Constructors next season. Betcher says he mistimed his second run. And Apple, evening mate, evening Apple. So you're in for an interesting one tonight. Both the Constructors and the Drivers' Championship up for grabs still. As I imagine, Goomba, you'll be cheering on your brother, the Dark Mark, tonight. I think it might be everyone for qualifying. Yeah, I think we're just waiting for the few to get in the pits and if retire the car, just let the time run down. So it looks like the two McLarens have a lockout at the front row, Kush and DK. Although for like scoring purposes, it's basically DK and I forgot the other car, wasn't it? We'll have a look. Because they're not a great qualifying for Whitey there. So yeah, so Kush should be on pole for the sprint race. DK, Miguel's, Ali, Chaos, T-Bance, Daddy, Dark Mark, Find the Pass, and Dumar currently starting in the scoring positions. And the Rusted, Tamas, Brewdog, Betchers, Minion, Apex, Misfits, Daniel, A72, and Whitey starting at the back. Because that's not always a bad thing here, because turn 1 could be a bit of a nightmare. You never know, you might be able to avoid something crazy going in front. I got impeded by Doody Mar. Do you think Doody Mar? That's a new one. Because has he done that on purpose for the Constructors battle? I'm winding you up. So we've got a 3-minute break now between the sprint quali and the sprint race. And obviously after this race it goes straight into the main quali. DK, but he seems to impede a lot. Betchers, but clip it. And Kush says evening. Doughboy is a legend. I say Doughboy, Doughboy, if we pronounce it. I always remember the time, because if you say, is it Domar Dimar, but if you say it that way, you're threatening him in Dutch. But he said it's Domar Dimar is the right way to pronounce it in the Netherlands. Kush had given the benefit of the doubt. Ali says penalty's coming his way. The only thing I think for blocking though, I'll have a quick look. I'm not sure if it's a time penalty. I think it's normally penalty points. Obviously, with it being the end of the season, I'm not sure if that changes. I'll have a quick look. If it's a minor block, it's normally 1 penalty point given. And then normally if it's a major block, it's normally 2 penalty points in the quali band for the next event. Obviously, we haven't got a next event because it's the last race of the season. So if that does get put in a ticket, it'll be interesting to see what the stewards decide to do collectively with that one. Painified put the is that like a gambling thing? Yeah, because the way it works is we just put obviously we have the 6 tracks that are normally sprint races. They got all put in with all the other tracks, and if it just got picked out, that's what order it was in. And it's just the way, I can't remember if it was Apex or Whitey that pulled it out, which just so happened that it come out for the final race of the season was a sprint race. So I can just see Nightbox just mention the schedule as well for the rest of the week. Wednesday, the Drivers' Championship's over, but there's still a battle for the Constructors. I believe that's Ferrari and... who's the other team? I think it's the team with Tom Stroudy, but I can't remember what car it's in. And then Saturday, I think there's 5 drivers going for Saturday. I say Saturday is probably the best Saturday we've had in a while. I think we had, was it last season was 2 or 3, but the season before that I think they're about the same as 2 or 3, but this season there's like 5 that can still win it with one race left. Mental. I think we're starting fairly shortly. So what I'll put up really quickly as well, just whilst we're on the formation lap, is the tables. So let's have a quick look at how we're standing. The 4. So yeah, Massey's leading at the minute, 4.16 to Ali's 4.09. So we've got that 7-point difference. And then look how close the Constructors as well, 28 points still. I say Dumar in P4, he was just too far away to be able to catch up the last few races. Yeah, all these bonuses points can come into play as well. Obviously the sprint, this is the bonus point to get no penalties, and the 1 point bonus for the fastest lap. So that could all make a big difference. And then in the main race later tonight, you get the 1 point bonus for no penalties, but it's 2 points for a fastest lap in the main race. So that could come to play as well with the Dartmark Alley situation, but also the Constructors too. So wait, there's 2 races tonight. It says Wilson. Yeah, it's a sprint week. So we have the short quali, then the sprint race, which is 12 laps. Then you have the short qualifying rather than a full qualifying, and then the main race, which I think is about 35, 36 laps. So normally we would have the Q1, Q2, Q3. It ends up being about the same amount of time, just spread differently. I want to have to get on board with one of these cars because the view is horrendous. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And for the final time we're off this season, and Dartmark has a drive-through penalty. Dartmark is up to P1, but he's got a drive-through. I think, was it find the passes? What, yeah, find the passes jump the gun too. Not what Dartmark wants, especially in the sprint race. I think mostly everyone's managed to get around okay. There he is, so we can get a view. Some of them a bit wider around the corner back there. Got the bits and bobs back up again. Look at the tyres as well, everyone's gone for mediums. So no one's trusting the softs to go all the way, all they want to save them for the main race. So I can hear that noise in the background. The sun's just got me a nice beer, nice cold beer. Find the pass up to P16 now. I say for people like Wilson, who may not have seen the sprint ones here before, it's the top 10 rather than the top 8 in RF1. But that is Dark Mark and Pass. They both do so for the drive through straight away, getting over in dives. I'll get that off the stops now. So they are going to both drop to the back, but they've got to work the way back through. They'll probably be hoping something happens, so they can find the pass, but they've never done that before. So I wonder, I did see Dark Mark's name pop first. I don't know if it was in that order, but did he go and then you've sort of noticed him? I'm not too sure. Both the McLarens managed to stay where they were at the beginning. I think Kush let DK through. I think. Oh no, he's battling them. Look for a second like he'd moved, but I say Kush can just have some fun tonight, as well as some of the other non-nominated reserves. That's going to be another thing that's going to be interesting to work out for me. Maths is what one's been taken in. That was about 4 drivers got the fastest lap there. Ali with the pinching it in a minute, that could play into his hands at the end. The changes there. Tamas who's got past Brewdog. I'm not sure what happened to DK there. He's only lost 3 positions. He lost 2. Pushing Chaos ahead of him. Ali's just got ahead of Miguel's. Up to P5 now. So the way it's playing out as well with looking at the constructors, Ali's getting some points as it is in the minute, so is Dumar. So the other 2 outside of it, so Dumar just want to be trying to keep as close to Ali. He's looking at that blue car slightly further ahead of him. You need to keep with him or get past him. Wilson, so the top 10 move to the actual race. No, what it is, just the top 10 score. But then all 20 will still be in the main race. It's a bit like the real sprints they do in real F1. But instead of just the top 8 scoring, it's the top 10. Everyone did well to avoid everyone there. Miguel's getting a couple of positions over up to P4, 3 wide here. Someone's got to give in here. We're not going to get 3 right around this corner, are we? Oh! Oh, there's a bit of a ding dong there. Couldn't quite see who it was, but there's a couple of love taps. There's a dirty Visa cash app card in. The rusted bolts is all over the bottom of DK. So definitely weren't in the lines that were rusted. It all depends on this game. Sometimes it'll give you a warning, sometimes it won't. I do remember a funny one last season. I think one of the AMS guys, AMS Herrick or... Oh, where's their rusted going? That's not the track. That's what can happen if you overshoot the first corner. So Dumar now. TSD Apex right behind him. He's got into the scoring points, but Apex is one of the non-scoring reserves tonight. I mean, basically, as it stands at the minute, scoring-wise, Ali is first because of the non-scoring reserves. Kush's non-scoring reserve, Chaos is the same. Miggles there, just noticed right on the back of Ali. And one that's really interesting I've just noticed. Oh, going for a move, is he? Just about squeezing in, Miguel's. Oh, he hasn't left Ali room there on the exit. Ali might say there. Wilson says, find the pass, don't let me down, son. Daddy Snipes going for a move. It was a bit of a love tap there. Oh, what the hell's happening there? That's Ali. Oh no. Dumar is ahead of Ali, which can be massive. Come to the end, the 6 lap draft. So White is secretly rubbing his hands at the back. So Betcher's like, no. But Dumas just lost a position there to Kush. So it is interesting trying to work out. So what the Gals is full time, Deco's 4 times, 22. So I think technically as it is, Dumas about 3rd or 4th scoring wise. Oh, Dumar in that apex, really close for a second there. I think what it is, there's another car on the outside of them, it's that Brewdog. And that was Ali. Oh no! And there's a Constructors fight, but it was all a literal fight. As it stands at the minute in this title fight with Dark Mark and Ali, just trying to work out where we are. Something's happened, is that 802? I'm not too sure, it's around where his car was. Brew got up to P11 now. So I need a quick drink, there's so much action going on. 872 at the penalty. 3 seconds. Hamas up to P5, just a rusted bolts just before the first corner. Rusted bolts, look at that with the... It's got a lot more battery. Is Kush having a look? I think he's gonna... Ooh. Bit of a love tapping though. Kush is using as much overtake as he can. I think he's got it done. Oh, Kush had such a slide an apex then he went into. Wonder if his mediums are getting a bit warm. So for a sprint, this is no one's really broken away. The front few have, for everyone else, it could change massively. So when it gets to the end of the race, I'm going to have to note down the order of the full-time drivers and the reserve scorers, and then work out roughly what the points are then for the main one. Benches as a penalty. Something's happened. Is that to Brewdog? Find the pass is out. Is that in the? Oh, it's in the pits. Oh, I've done what I've done last week. Apologies, people. I've caught the bloody bad jokes button, which is the obviously me or Dragoon make a really bad joke. The bloody tumbleweed comes on screen. Apologies about that. I guess my son was like waving at me. I was like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Ah, crap." Yellow flag still. That is. I was just finding the passes Carl has. Did it come back out? Hopefully it parks up. If not, that could cause some garnish. Wilson's put, I'm sorry, what do you think you've cursed him or jinxed him or something? So 2 laps left to go. I think Rusty Bot's just got Kush there. Ali's got Kush. So Dumar's actually, he will be in the points, but he's just as it looks at the minute, he's outside. but he won't be with the non-scoring reserves taken off. Oh, something's happened. It's Ali. I say Dartmar's going to come around this corner and be able to see the guys he's battling for the championship with. This is mental. Is the pressure getting to Ali, maybe? Or are other people just anxious? Oh, there's a Red Bull, a massive kick out there, and he just only took a car with him. So was it? It might be a Minion, because I didn't quite see it fully. So 1 lap to go after this one. Daddy Snipes was just on Dumas, up to P8 now. Dumas just lost another position, but he might get the DRS on them now. Yeah, he's going to. Wilson's asked what has happened anyway to find the pass. Is it yellow flag? That is A72. He's cutting the grass. You're a Ferrari, not a lawnmower. The lawnmower's not here tonight, actually. Gareth Minimad. I don't know what he's doing. He's either driving his lawnmower or his Asda van or something tonight. It's the fun lap. DK, as it stands, is the leader. Dumas did not want that. 3-second time penalty for Dumas. Chaos has now overtaken DK. If I remember correctly, Chaos is a reserve. I might be wrong now. I can just double check that quickly. Yeah, so Chaos is a reserve. So Chaos is going to take the win in the sprint race by the looks of it. But it's going to be DK that's going to take it points-wise. Oh, it's nice T-Bents. It was also a reserve, so it will be DK that's taking the win in the sprint. Miguel's P2 basically, he's P4. Rusted, Tamas, Apex, Daddy Snipe, Misfits, Whitey. I missed him, he had a sneaky way he got up there to P10. So for the Aston Martins, they've outscored both the Alpines. So Betches will score. Brewdog 10 seconds from serve penalty. Misfit says, holy smokes, that was crazy. Ali's put, fuck this race, guys. But he definitely still got the main race. So I don't think, looking at the difference between yourself and Dartmark, because you've got reserves in between as well, there's not going to be a huge difference. I think I'm going to be working that out really quickly. But like Wilson says in the chat, Leo, just want to keep going. If you can get a really good result in the main race, it's still for the taking. I'm just trying to note down the order to get a rough idea. Get all of this in as well. I didn't quite get the 10th one, so I've got as far as scoring. I've got it as DK Miguel's, Tamas, Misfits, YT Duma, Betcher's Dartmark, Daniel, and I think after Daniel it was Minion. I think that's what I'm just having a quick look at. So I think Ali might just miss out on a point there, but if he didn't get any penalties, I want to come down. And I missed who got the fastest lap. So Dartmouth might have got about 3 points towards Ali on that one, if my maths is right. But obviously Ali might have had a penalty-free race. It disappeared that quick. And my son is a screenshot of it, which is helpful. He's cheering. Also, I did try to get a co-commentator earlier, but I know Drew's not been able to. He's got work early, and Gavin's racing. The first one out is Daniel. So what Daniel wants to quickly work out. Yes, it was Daniel, then Minion. So I'm just trying to have a look at who the fastest lap was. The fastest lap I'm going to have to look back on. So just while we're on board watching Daniel was the first lap, I'm going to try and... There's a way I can do it really quickly, but I've got to come off the stream dead quick. As in on my phone, so I can't see your comments for a few seconds. Or actually I can. My sons can do it with his phone. We're using our brains this evening. That looks like a Cushion Alley in the chat. I say definitely any incidents definitely clipped, and we can still be looked into afterwards. So even if it potentially does get announced someone's champion, but there's only a couple of points in it, it could change. We're not like Michael Massey. If things need to change, they can change. Class much improved there. Get a kick now. I'm just trying to see the fastest lap was quickly still. So Wilson says a 1:12. But the last year the sprint quali was actually quite wet. They were on inters. And that was TQZ Brandon last season. He did a 1:11.444. So the 1:11s in the wet are possible, but I don't know if that was slightly drier than this on the inters. I just know it was, all I noted down, it was in inter weather. This McLaren. So DK. The DK's leading the way at the minute. And quite a lot of people like to do in the wet weather, I've noticed. They'll go out on more laps of fuel and just keep going. And as long as it's dry, the times will fall. Wilson, who's your favourite F1 driver? Is that a question to myself or? To you RF1 streams? You used to be a big fan of Hamilton. Obviously, I like supporting the British drivers like Russell, Lando. Let's have a look what McLaren that is now. Is that DK? Yeah, that is DK. Yeah, he's improved at 112.2 for DK there. The bogey green car, that is T-Benz, but he's invalidated. Is that Dumas? No, that is Whitey. No, it was Dumas. I'm going colourblind. I mean, my son's just helping me out with some technical things here on his phone, to be different to mine. So looking at the fastest lap from the sprint, I think it might have been Chaos, but he wasn't a scorer. It's going to be an interesting one to work out. Yeah, because quite a lot of times were pretty close. And I don't think it was any of the ones in the title challenge ones, so it's not going to make a huge difference there. Looking at this, so bonus wise, Dark Mark did escape that bone. He got the extra bonus point. I think Ali did as well. I'm the past fucking blind ass mofos, I swear to go. Actually, the only thing you get with a short quali sometimes is when people just want to go out and everyone wants to go out in the wet and do as many laps. You do find sometimes people trip over each other because they're so, what's the word, focused on their own time. But I know some drivers use the rear mirror like myself. Because if I'm that focused and you see something moving, you're like, oh, best check if they're on a flyer. Find the pass. For Wilson to find the pass. Don't worry about winning. If you can get at least P15, I'll come. But I'm not going to lie, I missed it. Actually, definitely it's nice to see a full grid for the final race of the season. So there was a bit of the middle of the season on Monday. It lulled a bit. Obviously, when the weather got a bit nicer, but it's good to see it picked up again the last few weeks. Rusty Bolt's on pole so far, 112.1. It stands with the title challengers. Dark Mark's at 15th at the minute. Ali's P3 at the minute. I say with the Constructors way, it's Dumas P7, Whitey's currently 16th. So Whitey, we noticed though in that sprint, he seemed to have a cleaner race in in the race itself rather than the pace in the quali. So has he set himself up for the longer runs? Dumas just showing off there with a bit of a drift. So quickly go to that bogey green car at T-Bents. He's a second and a half up, so it's definitely drying out a bit. A 1:12.2 for T-Bents puts him P3. On board of the next car. Looks like Minion's coming around the final corner now. Got an Aston fairly close behind him. Minion P11. Is that Dumas? No, it's not Dumas, it'd be Whitey. He was down, so he must have gone. That must have been, I'm guessing, a slow lap before a fast lap. Yellow flag, I think that's C72. Yeah, he's a bit of a skirmish. You can see with the tyre tracks on the road there. One of the V carbs. No, it's Chaos. It looks like he's the next one coming round. There's a few coming across the line. I'll see if anything changes. I know they'll come into the pits possibly. But Chaos is on an out lap, just about to start a lap here. See what he can do in this Red Bull. Because I've just done a little calculation. If my maths is right in the title battle, there's a 21-point gap still between Ali and Dartmark. That's going off the basis that Dartmark finished P8 in the sprint once you remove the non-scoring reserves and having a bonus. And that's with Ali just having the bonus but not actually scoring. So if that's right, it's still in the hands of well, it's still in the hands of Massey as it stands at the minute. But I imagine Ali's going to score enough points, because if he's on 410, which I imagine is now, he only needs 7 points, which is a P9 or a P10 with a couple of bonuses. And then obviously Dartmark not getting a 22-point gap to him. I have not worked out the constructors yet, but we've got a 5-minute break, so I'll probably play a bit of Massey's skydive for those that missed it. How much money he raised again was to do a quick calculation there. So DK 110.9, missed that. Look, both McLaren's doing well in the dry and the wet. Dumas on and out lap. I don't know why I've just read Wilson's thing. I don't know if you're wrestling fans, but you know the Joe Hendry thing. Like, I believe and find the pass. I think Find the Past does know. I'm sure he was singing it in party a couple of weeks ago, so you'll know the reference straight away. The old Joe Hendry. Don't know if you heard the clap here, I don't know if that picked up on the headset. Find the Past is smiling, so he knows the reference. You should have F1 and F2 in F1 25, they have it. Going back, God, this is about season 4 of RF1, this is before my time. There used to be an F2 league here, but the attendance in it was never enough, so they stopped it. And then I come in season 6 as their table originally. I joined Wednesdays and they never looked back. The main guy left. I was made an admin and I've been here ever since. Geez, apologies. That beer's going down now. A bit bubbly. It's not a posh beer either. What is it? A Rossini lager. What do you know? Was it Lidl, Aldi? I'm asking a 12-year-old. He bought it with his mum and wife. It's basically the little Aldi version of a Peroni. It tastes pretty much the same. But F2 for people who've just joined the server, then they work their way up. I say definitely something to mention. If you're still on the server, Wilson, there's a suggestion box. If you go in there, put it in there. Everything in there we discuss, all the admins in pre-season. But that's something that there might be changes with as well. I know we have got some admins that are potentially leaving, so that's something we'll be looking at. Find the Past says it's time to gamble. Is he going to go on set of drives? Let's have a look. Darmar's gambling as well. He's thinking, oh, I've got to make that gap up. I've got to try something. He's definitely drying up. A 1:10.5 for DK. Apologies for this following these cars. I've been trying to do maths as well as following the cars. Brewdog on 1:11.5 exactly. So Kush, he's happy there with the P3. Doesn't think he's improving, or is he? He's not crashed, has he? I think he's retired in the pits. His car's just decided to come back out. Who's this blue dot? Is that an Alpine? No, that's a Williams. That's Rusty Bolts on an outlap. And that would be Whitey. Let's see if Whitey's time lap he is. But not a very good one. He's 13 seconds off his time there, so it must have been a bit of a warm up. Either that or he's had a bit of a slip. Let's see what Ali can do. A bit of a kick out there around that corner. Up to the line. P30. It said P12 and then P13 for Whitey. Someone else above jumped up. I imagine it might have been Chaos. This weather's right up his chuff. That is. Oh no, it's Big L's. He went to P2, 1:10.8. As it stands, DK is on pole, but I want to know how these soft drivers are doing. Oh, finally past didn't make the line. Gaz has put, geez, a full grid. I could have made the main race. Damn. Yeah, Kush is he's peeing in your McLaren at the minute. Ooh, Dark Mark. Oh dear. Dark Mark's probably got some brown pants now. The Dark Mark's literally in his pants. Yeah, that gamble didn't work. Find the Past, but it didn't work. Find the Past, didn't find the Fast. And Dark Mark found a wall. So I did miss that alley went up to P2. Rusted Bolts, P1. I did mention I found the Past and Daniel are the sworn reserves. Is anyone else still going? Tamas looks like he might still be going. Yeah, he is going, but he's going very slowly. So I believe that's his quali done. If so, that is everyone's. Looks like Rusted Bolts. The reserve is on pole. So technically that makes the scoring driver that's highest is Ali. I think Dartmar's going to be he's going to need a mega race, or hope something happens with Ali. He's going to hope that Ali gets the... Can you drop the Discord in the chat? I can. We've got a command for Discord. I haven't used it in a while. There we go. So if you click on that, or if you've got anyone else who wants to join the server, there's the link for you. There you go. Mr. Wilson's back in the server. It's just popped up for me if everyone had that ding. So I'll quickly run through this. Rusty Bolts, Alifawadkhan, Daddy Snipes, DK, Miguel's, Kush, Dumar, Chaos, Brewdog, Misfits, T-Bents, Betches, YT, A72, Tamas, Daniel, The Dark Mark, Find the Pass, Minion, and Apex. Because it's not often that you'll see Betches and YT seeing their cousin, The Dark Mark, behind them, but he will be. So I've now got a 5-minute break. So I'll just quickly put on, as if anyone didn't see it the other week, it's the Massey raised some money for Mental Health Foundation with a skydive. I'm just going to pop that on for you. So a few minutes long, just so you can see how we did, and also how much money we raised. And I'll quickly work out the Constructors maths.
Hi Chris.
Hello.
How are you feeling today?
Like no one's ever lived before. I wanna live this life with you. Like no one's ever lived before. I
Amazing!
Oh, amazing! Amazing! Yes!
Good stuff, got 2 thumbs up! Nice one, man. Look at the camera! This is awesome! Woo! Woohoo!
Oh my god!
Beautiful! That's it, man, we're back on the planet!
Yes!
How was it? Good?
Oh, so good. So good.
Enjoyed it, yeah?
Oh, amazing. Best experience.
Yeah, we do it again?
Oh, 100%. We do that again.
Well done, mate.
That's it there. We saw there, I think it was about £460 that was raised by Massey. I just noticed my party order dropped, so I'll just fix that quickly. Yes, I think I've worked it out. Ali didn't get the bonus in the sprint. It looked like he got 3 seconds. So where I said 21 points, I think it was 20 points difference going into this race. And then with the constructors, Whitey and Dumar collectively got 12 points. Betcher's got 4. So, what have we got there? An 8-point difference in gain for the Aston, I believe. Here we go on to the formation lap. See, Wilson put W Massey. Because I don't know what that is, Wilson. Yeah, Massey could technically still win the. If there was an accident and Dartmark and Ali, if he didn't score or crashed or scored less than what we're looking at, for Ali he needs about 6 points, I believe. No, 7 points to match him, 8 points to overtake him. So we need at least like an 8th, the 8 P7, something like that. Dartmark needs. Well, we're looking at a podium for Dartmark basically, and for Ali to be in that bottom scoring bracket or out of the points for Dartmark to win. So if anything happens, Massey could still win the championship, even having not raced the last 2. So it's going to be very interesting. So it looks like Aston Martin are in a commanding position with the constructors at the minute. Because it was 28, and so if they've gained another 8, what's that, about 36 points? So both Alpines would need top finish, and for Alpine to drop. Alpine Aston to drop points, sorry. I think I'm blind, I don't see Massey. Oh yeah, Massey's not racing tonight. This is had some personal issues, so he missed last week, he's missed this week. But he is still top of the Monday division, as it stands. And that's taken into account the sprint race as well. But we're trying to get a better view here. And we're off. Because Ali got a really good jump there. Straight up into P1. Make sure we got all our bits and bobs that we need. I think everyone's got around turn 1 alright. Van der Poel's got past Dartmark. The position changes up. Yes, A72's had a really good start as well. It's coming up possible race strategies here. Medium to hard for somebody there, or medium. Is it medium hard? The other option again. The Betchers just overtook A72 there up into P12. A little bit of wheel bang there, I believe, of Daniel. Is that Whitey off Bob Pass? There you go, Ali currently with the fastest lap, 1:10.5 after the second lap. I think that's going to drop down massively as we keep going. So the lap record in real life is still held by Carlos Sainz from the year COVID closed everything down. It was a 1:05.619. And Mr. Carlos Sainz, the smooth operator. I've been fact checking today. Max is the most wins round here in real racing. He had 4. But one good bit of news for Dartmark: the most wins by any constructor around here is 7, and that's Ferrari. So he'll be hoping that's a good omen for tonight. As I've got up to battle at the front, DK right on the rear end of Ali. So Wilson just reminded me of the really dark jokes Dragoon was making last week when you don't see him out there. If you don't get the reference, you've got to watch last week's stream. It's what he names his Renault, but it was around the same time all that stuff happened with that girl. The Rusty bolts into the lead. I believe DK's going to try and hang it out, and he has he. So the outside from the inside here, so DK's going to have a look. No, he just couldn't quite. So the Rusty bolt stays in P1. Got rid of this position changes now. It just takes up a bit too much of the screen there. As after Ali had a bit of a disappointing sprint, he's going to be like a hungry wolf in this main race. As our RF1 there can't afford the current chun dock like real Sky Sports, so I've got TSD Woodzy, our 12-year-old current chun dock. He's helping with the maths at the minute. He's also had to get the screenshots for me because there's been so much going on. Oh my god, what's happened here? So T-Bones is cutting the grass. A couple of cars went wide there. Looks like cushion involved. Possibly chaos. Someone's had a really good race so far. Betches up into P8. As soon as we started, it is one of the hardest climbers. Him and Fun the pass up in 4th and 5th, 4th and 5th places respectively. So like Wilson did say, if passing it in the top 15, he's wanting back in for next season. So if you're still watching Wilson, you're inside the server. Once we pop on all the roles and stuff for you after the race, there is the sign-ups for next season. So if you're interested in signing up to reserve or full-time on either Saturday, Monday or Wednesday, they're all open for sign-ups now. So Wednesday's probably the slightly slower of the 2 weekdays, and obviously Saturday is a performance. So anyone of any pace can do the Saturday one. If you're a bit of a slower driver, you'd end up in the faster cars because it's unrealistic. Obviously, as you go up the table, you get the slower cars, it all evens out. Also, probably reserve. This as well. You'll often find links as well for TSD and fancy racing on TSD. It's a bit more of a laid back league. It's sort of linked. As I'm an admin there as well. Dartmark, Goomba, the admins over there. It's the RF1 sister league, and every 20 driver scores in that league. So I'm going to give a bit of a shout out to that league as well tonight. We see quite a lot of these drivers here actually race there. So DK is positioned there. I did read, I can't remember if it was in the stream chat or if it was on the Discord, but I did see Ali said he's not in the correct full race. Oh, I say Rusted and DK there were a bit elbows out. The only driver that hasn't changed position in the whole race from where they started currently is Miguel's. He's having a comfortable race. I'll say comfortable, he's got a chaos on his rear. as we've seen in the few minutes, well, a little bit of a Dutch train going on, a Dutch conga. Dumar, Mikkelsen and Chaos. I believe they're all from the Netherlands. There's a T-Benz. There's one driver I'm not quite sure of his nationality. He'll have to confirm that for us. I know Mr. Alifawadkhan, he's actually the reigning champion as well from last season. He's from Qatar, or he lives in Qatar. So often when the clocks change, he can often be like midnight or going into the next day by the time he's finished. That's why it's even more impressive. So he keeps putting in all these performances. Wilson, yes, find the pass, go! We've got the find the pass club. We'll have to get some merchandise for find the passes face on or something. Talking about find the passes listening, because you are one of the 5 that's going up for the Saturday division. I need ideally a picture of your face. We're making a bit of a teaser trailer, but also I'll make the photoshops in preparation for the winners. So if you were to go and win it on Saturday, we need that Photoshop ready. So I've got everyone else. I've got Miguel, Dumar, Dartmark. Who's the other driver? They're going to tell me off for forgetting them now. There's another driver as well. Oh, Destroy Drag. That's the other one. I believe he's watching as well. There's 8 laps in, and Ali's points wise is leading the race. There's only one driver so far with a penalty. I believe that was just a 3 seconds for Tamash. It was. Apologies about that. Lovely weather we've been having recently. It's lovely and sunny, but bloody hell, it gives me a pollen and hay fever on my throat. And beer doesn't seem to help that. Oh, A72 with a penalty now. So we've got 3 seconds, and I've pressed the wrong button, so all the timers have disappeared. So we'll get them back. There we go. There we go. Apologies about that. Find the pass up to P10 now. Oh, is he? Petchin is taking it back. Oh, the pass going around the outside. Yeah, Petchin has retained that P10 though. Wilson, so I think I was there for like 2 months before I left. I think I was racing for about a month. Yeah, definitely. I knew you were in a few months. I knew you'd done a couple of reserve races. I can't remember if you might have done one on a Sunday as well once. I'd have to look back, because I've got all the spreadsheets back to season 6 in RRF1 and all the way back to season 1 in TSD. There's some drivers like Dartmark here remember back up when RF1 become the RF1. It merged for a while, back to season 3, season 4. Oh, betches, you didn't want that 10-second penalty for speed into the pits. We caught that as well. Mighty in Apex. So the only thing I've noticed as well, you don't really want to battle too much with the reserves. Quite a lot of them I won't be scoring. The ones that are scoring, I'll find the pass in Daniel. So ones like Rusted, ones like Chaos, ones like T-Benz. Get past them, but if it's like a risky move, it's not worth it, sort of thing. Oh, I'm up in there. I could hear it on the stream. You could still hear the sound, but for me, my head had a bit of a glitch. I lost the sound. It's back now. All I could hear was myself speaking back, so it was a bit creepy. Wilson put, I've done Monday, Saturday and Wednesday. I can't spell for shit right now. Oh, Wednesday's a nightmare to spell anyway. It's not even how we say it, is it? Wednesday. T-Beds up to P6. Oh no, tell a lie, Miguel's takes it back, he's back into P6. Two drivers that are having a far better race in the main race than they did in the sprint. Dartmark and Find the Pass. They're right next to each other. The reserve racing are having an alright race, 11th and 12th at the minute. I've quick look at where Whitey is. Whitey's in P18. Doing my D-Mar's currently P4. But it's technically a P3 if taking Rusted out. So I'm just trying to work it out beforehand so I can get a rough idea of who's the announced champion then. Obviously as it stands, Ali is in the prime position to take it at the minute. Tamas, multiple warnings, 3-second penalty for you. I'm not going to say you're welcome. Wilson, but Whitey used to get P15 mostly. Because he did get a podium last week. I believe it was last week. Him and Brewdog had a P2 and a P3. The yellow flag, what happened here? That is Daddy Snipes. And oh no, Dartmark is it? Dartmark's the wrong way round. Dartmark's out of the points now. Got over half of the race left, but I think he's got wing damage as well. He's giving me the... Is that the wing with the damage? Possibly we're riding on. Give me a better view. There's another car and come back. No! Daniel has... I wonder if it was Daniel that had contact with Dartmark and letting it back through. If it is, that was a good bit of racing there. Wilson's put now Find the Pass, doesn't have to worry about Dartmark. Yeah, Find the Pass is in P9, but he's got Daddy up his rear. That sounds really wrong. Yeah, Daddy's pretty close to Find the Pass's rear. Yeah, Dartmark will be boxing. Cush and Miguel's also boxing here. Dark, no offence, Dark Narc. Says Wilson. A lot of close cars here. It's difficult to know which one to watch with. Misfits. It looks like he's pretty close to the back of Chaos in this train here. Rusted Bolt, 3 seconds. Chaos with a penalty. I believe that's his first. I'll have a quick look. Yes, everyone. Betch has 10 seconds. Tamas has had 2 penalties so far. Everyone else is just on the 1. So Betch will probably be able to serve that though when he's if he's pitting again. Daniel has gone. What's happened here? Has Daniel retired in the pits possibly? Yeah, he's left the session. I believe that might have been a pit retirement there. But hopefully his car will disappear before the front lot get round. Rusted Bolts, he's boxing Ali, I think that was boxing as well, so DK's going to be moving to the lead. So it's interesting to see what Dumar's going to do. Dumar's sticking it out. I'll look at the tyres, what they're actually on. Yeah, so quite a lot of on the similar there. So Dumar's hoping to do a bit of an overcut, I'm guessing. He's hoping if he stays out another lap and then boxes, he can get ahead. Did Find the Pass pit, says Wilson. He hasn't yet. He's on 14 lap mediums. And he's past the pits. Yeah, he's not pit yet. He's on a slightly longer stint by the looks of it. There's a bit of carnage by the looks of it. Oh my, is that... C72's been caught up in that. There you go, got to have this one I made last week. Bit of garnish. DK is boxing now, so it'll be interesting to see, is he going to come out ahead of Ali and who's the other one, Rusty Bolt? I don't think he will. It's going to be close, but I think they're going to get past. Definitely Rusty Bolt will. So Rusty Bolt's got past DK, as Ali got past DK. Not quite. So DK's got out about a second ahead of him. Find the Pass has pit now, so for Wilson, who's a big fan of Find the Pass this evening, he's in the box. Tom Stroudy, stay on board, he's going to DNF. Who's that? Feels like a penalty for it's too cush for the penalty. Obviously, YT mentioned after the sprint race about the situation with the penalty, but I did see that in the end. Yeah, so it was a 12-point gain. That's what I've got worked out for the Astons after that race. Safety car. Oh, it was A72. He's going to DNF to Stroudy, and he has. Because I was looking down at my notes and I didn't know if I actually caught that or not. Did I catch it on stream, Stroudy? I was looking down at my notes for 2 minutes. So does that help his Ferrari? It's definitely not helped Ferrari in the Constructors. I think they're out of it now. Because they needed both of the Ferraris to have an amazing result. And so it's definitely just between Aston and Alpine tonight. Wilson, Find the Pass, I'm your biggest fan. So drivers who will, well, who did really need this, ones like the Dark Mark. Okay, so bitches maybe with the Constructors battle. Find the Pass says A72 to suck every inch of my and it started out, even though I've turned the filter off. Oh, I was supposed to say a different word, it says arse. That's Rowdy who's laughing at that, and Wilson, oops. You'll have to let me know if I did catch the accident on the stream, because I was looking down at my notes, because based on I saw Whitey sent me a message about 20 minutes ago, but it's only just notified me. So I looked down at me notes to see if I had that note down correctly. I looked back up and it says he's gone. Also says it'll probably be a clip or something. I know if I did catch it on stream, I know a few of you do, what's the word? Let us know. So I don't believe anyone's been lapped. I'll have a quick look. So it shouldn't be too long, it's just a case of waiting for everyone to bunch back up. But looks like behind the leader passes a minute, or just less than a minute behind the leader. So I don't believe anyone's lapped. Wilson's put way. I think A72 might have hit Find the Pass. That's Rowdy. I can't remember, to be honest. I think you went off him. He did it on pit exit on the minimap. I'll make a note to watch back like lap 18. Yeah, even if you have a if he was caught up in an accident, the best thing to always do, what I always do, is just keep going. You never know what can happen. Like TSD the other week, I ended up, was it Jeddah or Monaco? I can't remember, Monaco I crashed. It was one of the street ones, and I ended up P9. That's the only reason in TSD I'm still in the Constructors battle with Mr. Apple. Wilson thinks Find the Pass might have been hit by him, and that's why he's getting mad at him. Australia probably does it every week. Yeah, definitely. If it is one, I think the best way. It'll probably be better on this game with traction. I know he's been trying a lot with no traction, and then when he gets angry when something happens. The best thing is it's just persevering. You have an accident, keep going. You never know what's going to happen. You might get a safety car. Or remember, if anyone remembers Monaco in RRF1 last season on Wednesday, 2 red flags, and that completely changed that race. Wilson says, find the pass, you'll have to let us know. So if he goes in AI and a safety car, unless he's got like a valid reason, he can get in trouble if someone clips him. I think we're racing again, but it still says safety car, it's like glitch again. There's a car, it's Daddy I think. Oh! There was nearly a massive smash there. I'm pretty sure we nearly saw someone not slowing for yellows there. So that'd been interesting to have a look back there. Dark Master, better Mr. Brewdog here, nice helicopter view. Find the pass is up to 15th. Whitey's going on the inside. This is where the confusion will be after the race. For the Constructors, I'm going to have to take out the reserves and work it out. But it looks like, as it was standing, that Aston is still ahead at the minute. 2 miles in P6. But White is currently 15th, so at the minute, this is not even taken into account bonuses, but they're about 13 points. And they already had about a 30 odd point cushion. Yeah, it's going to be fairly close towards the end, but I think they might just stick it out. It's all going to depend what happens with Betches and Whitey. And obviously there's going to be the reserve bin. Oh, we should be back now. I'm not sure what happened there. It just popped up on the bottom of the Xbox. It says live stream has unexpectedly stopped. But we should be back now. Apologies for that. I'm just going to have to make sure I'm party still so you don't all hear me. I think it's playing up. It says I'm in multiplayer at USA, which is we're clearly 1,000 miles away from there. I'm just going to I can see Wilson's put a chat in the Discord. If he's not back on here, I'll just let him know that we're back. I don't know what channel he's put it in. Chat and chill. Should be all back up and running. That was Tamas there, all on the back of Kush. And it is interesting, I can see Whitey no penalties, Betches no penalties, Dumar no penalties, but Ali is still no penalties. And he's up to P2, technically a P1. Oh, I've pressed the wrong button again, there we go. So P1 is 32 points. That all depends on how many Betchers gets, and then between this YT and Duma, it's going to be a tense one. There's a Papaya, that was DK, they went a little bit wide there. We've lost our position to Misfits. Wilson, let's go, we're back. There's something happened to, is that Daddy? They find the passes down to 15th. T-Bents just had a dart mark. The dart mark's snuck back there to P9. So dart mark is ideally needs to be ahead of Ali by a distance if he wants to get this championship. But as it stands, it's going to back to Qatar, the drivers' championship. So we've got about 9 laps left. So I'll have a look back at the record, but I'm not sure if we've ever had a champion retain their gold in the Monday Division. I don't think we have. What's find the passes pen, says Wilson. Well, have a look. Oh, he's retired, so I can't look at his penalty. Find the pass has retired, I believe. He's more than welcome to join in the comms box if he wishes. He's put F these stupid idiots, man. Sorry, can't be asked. Invite me. Because it's not showing you as on the line, so you just have to go to the Fs. You're more than welcome to come along for the last 9 laps. Wilson's crying. I believe find the passes is in the party now. Have you joined your audio? It might be because the stream restarted. I'll have a quick look. Yeah, that'd be why. Yeah, you should have a box appear now.
I want to put my head through a wall.
I was like, what happened there? Was there an incident? I missed what happened. I did see a yellow flag, but
When?
before your retirement.
Oh, going up the first straight, Daddy Snipes is going past me and just completely wiped out the front of my car off and lost the whole front wing. So by that point, I wanted to just. It was either retire or straight line him, and I thought I'd retire instead. Well, it's
Wilson. Wilson believes that A72 might have gone into you as well.
Oh yeah, a couple of times.
He sort of rage quit. Is that what's happened?
Yeah, he did that a couple of times. And when I went into the pits at the end to retire, I was going on the inside of Daddy Snipes going into the pits. He still managed to hit me because he went into the pits as well, but he tried to race me into the pits. And I don't want to talk about the sprint race. That's just. I'm watching that clip back from the Daddy Snipes one to see what happened. Right, going at the inside of me. Yeah, no words. Anyway, I've never called before, so this should be interesting.
Is that one the stewards might see later? Oh, Wilson says, "Don't worry, find the pass. I'm still your biggest fan."
Oh, thanks, mate.
He's got a find the pass fan club going on.
Apparently, I didn't know I had one. Do the conversation, shouldn't I?
It looks like Ali's got with 7 laps left. He's in the driver's seat at the minute for the championship.
Without a penalty, he's got this in the bag.
Yeah, Dart Martin needs to. Where we're looking, I worked it out. There's a 20-point difference between them after the sprint. So Ali was on 409 still. He didn't get any points, but Dartmark picked up. I believe it was 4th.
Yeah, for whoever's not. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so he picked up 4 points. He got the bonus and he picked up P8, or took the reserves out.
Yeah.
So yeah, 20 points Dark Martin needs to get to close up.
Push is quite close behind Domar by 4 tenths. Oh, he lost it.
Now, Kush, I don't think he's having fun with his rear end this evening.
I've noticed, yeah. I do think one thing I want to just touch out is how good Betches has been over the last few races. Like he's been driving absolutely phenomenally against me. Like it was a really good battle to have.
Definitely since he's had his operation, his pace is crazy again.
I know now that you can
He's
actually
definitely
see
finding
he's
it back.
like phenomenally quick. It's shocking, isn't it?
So one driver that'll be annoyed with that is his brother Whitey, because
Yeah.
they were in the Constructors battle tonight, and he's ahead of him at the minute.
Yeah.
So their one's a bit more of a gap. It was 28 before the race started,
Ah,
but then Aston Martin made a 12-point gain in the sprint. So what's that, 30? Oh no, tell a lie, it was 12, but then minus the 4 bet just got his 8 points.
yeah.
So
Oh,
that's 36.
9 pence for Apex.
So I was just trying to work out with the end of this one who's won it with that 36-point gap.
Maths.
Ali is on for 32 points at the minute, but it all depends what Dumar and White you get.
Yeah. I might race next season on Mondays, depends what I'm doing, Wilson. I already do this
Oh, yeah,
like
I've
twice
just
a week, don't I? Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Monday seems to be the slightly faster of the 2 days, but then I think sometimes because of that it can often get pretty hectic at the front.
Oh,
of the
DK
race.
and Ali are side by side. Got a good scrap. This pen gets removed from them, then just speak of that, by the way. Rusty Bolts is past both of them.
Rusty's going for a move as well.
Don't forget Chaos, he's lurking as well. And behind them, actually, Misfits could win this race. He's not got a pen.
No pens.
All they have to do is beat Ali, and he's got this one. Which is easier said than done, obviously. Just beat Ali, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, it's confusing trying to work out who's finishing where, because Rusty isn't a score in reserve, so Ali's technically P1 at the minute.
He's got a pen anyway,
You know,
so...
DK is full time.
Yeah.
Chaos isn't. Misfits is. Then Kush is removed, and Dumar. It looks further between Ali and Dumar, but they're actually a lot closer for this Constructors battle than it looks.
I usually like
I don't know
this
if you
track.
heard me mention. Oh, sorry.
Oh, good. What was that?
I was just going to say, I don't know if you heard earlier, I've got a 12-year-old Corinne Chandok.
Have you?
My son was having to help after the sprint.
Ah.
So he was trying to follow the cars and work the maps out. He was like, I've got the screenshots, I'll do it.
That's cool. And go to the Skypad.
I think what's your Skypad? It's a really old Samsung phone, isn't it? You got from your grandpa.
Go to the iPad, not Skypad.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't afford as much as Sky in the RF1.
No. No.
I said we're not even on the Pro, we're on the little version, the Rossini.
Oh dear.
I just noticed when you mentioned Betches, he's got Minion all over his gearbox at the minute.
Yeah, thanks for that, Wilson. I appreciate that.
Find the Post's full-time seat. I want to do everything in my power to be on his team.
This is a good battle, by the way, between these 5.
So I'm going to flip back up to now. No, it's Kush. He's just got past Dumar.
Yeah. Oh, Domar's probably going to... Oh, who's that on the inside? It's Dartmark. Dartmark's in there as well.
Darmog.
I heard you comment saying, "Oh my god, that's really bad from Kush." He just swiped across Dartmark. That was not great.
Yeah, I've caught that on the stream.
He's been a little bit erratic. Because I spectated the first race because I retired early, and I just keep an eye on.
Like I say, the driver I can sort of compare him to is a sort of Max Verstappen. It's like He's not going to give you an inch sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, I said in the chat, I said, you were driving, how can I put this delicately, bull in China shop? Yeah. I used to
DK's
qualify
been
decently
overtaken.
around this track, but I got a little bit messed up in. I was going to do another final run on Inters at the end, and Dartmark said, "No, it's going to dry up." So I listened to him. Why am I listening to the person who just gave me a drive-through in a sprint race? Oh, here comes Kush. I think I feel there could be
That's what-
contact. I can smell it. Yep.
I don't know if you heard what I said. I said that find the pass couldn't find the fast on the softs.
Oh god.
And Dartmark, the only Dartmark had was in his pants.
Yeah, no.
Because he couldn't make it into the pits, so it was just a bit too wet.
Yeah, I couldn't. I struggled as well. I just wasn't happening. I heard you comment as well. Fucking find the pass. I was daddy in his rear. I was like, my hearing.
Oh yeah, you might have heard my 12-year-old pissing himself laughing.
I'm then trying to
on the
concentrate. I'm
sofa.
hearing that. Even. To be fair, he's the one who hit me to take my wing off for the final time, so you weren't wrong.
Talking of daddy, well, Whitey's all over daddy's rear.
Oh. You know.
He's going to get DRS as well. We'll keep an eye on this one because this could be important in the constructors.
Yeah. I think Dartmark decided not to go past Kush and make sure he doesn't get damaged.
Bedchers, 3-second penalty. Yeah, because Whitey did get past daddy there.
I bet he's called himself that, so you have to commentate it.
We've had some funny ones. The worst one I remember was me and Dartmark did Abu Dhabi a couple of years ago. I think it was one of the first times that it comes. And we had a driver called Big D in TSD. I don't know if you remember him.
Yeah.
And another one called Her Butterfly. He was an Austrian driver.
Oh my god.
And Dartmark killed me. He goes, "Oh, Big D! Oh no, he's gone straight into Her Butterfly."
Oh, that's bad. That's bad.
Wilson says, "Back in my day, Find the Pass was mad at me for hitting him and opened a few tickets on me."
I don't get mad very often. If you apologise, I'm usually quite chill about it. But if it's repetitive in the same race, then I don't think an apology can solve it. Hence why I'm probably going to put. If I can be bothered, I've got about 7 videos today.
I think I've only heard you mad twice. One was, I think it was Monza, when you were tried on track.
Oh,
That was when my headset was cutting in and out.
Oh, that was seeing red, mad. Like I retired on track to stop me straight lining the person who came out of the pits and went straight onto the racing line and took me out. I was pissed because I was going to win the race. I
think it was Brewdog, if I remember correctly.
Well, I was the first person to go onto the Inters, and I'd done it. I nailed it perfectly. I'd gained 10 seconds on everyone around me, and then that happened, and I was going to break something. So I just retired.
The only other time I think was with the moths, when you got a bit mad at the moths on. I think that was our last summer or the summer before.
I've still got a few in my room, like for this year. I expect to come out again. Oh, hello, Apple. No, you don't want to know what happened to me.
Harsh, what have you done?
Not what I've done. I've got some clips to show you.
So we're on to the last lap now. It looks like Ali's going to take this championship.
Yeah, we should do some commentating. This should be a good idea. I think Ali's got himself in the perfect position. Right off his. What happened to Misfits? He's fallen out of the 3 seconds of this run. Oh no.
As in mediums, maybe.
He's not
they're
getting
all
any
houses on
positions.
mediums. Yeah, I think they're maybe feeling a bit too hot.
Yeah. I think Ali's got this wrapped up unless something happens. Okay, let's got another pen, so Misfits will get that if he can keep within the pen window.
I think Ali's coming round now.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on Dartmark and Kush, because I think Dartmark's literally just sat behind him. I'm not going to get the car ahead, just going to sit behind him.
And Ali is taking the win, and with taking that win, he is now the champion.
Oh, there's been a
retained the
crash.
championship.
Yellow flag, and it is. I think
dear.
Betches. Nope, it's not Betches. Yes, it is Betches.
There you go on the stream. Confirmation Ali wins season 13 Monday Division title.
Dartmark jumps up to P5, by the way, ahead of Delmar
Massive
and
jump there.
Chaos. And he'll go ahead of Rusted Bolt. That's P4 for Dartmark.
So Dartmark's definitely got a lot closer.
He was very.
DK's DNF'd. He's left,
He left,
before
yeah.
the things, and so under our rules, that will put him wherever the game finishes now.
Dartmark was losing faith when he was last, and and I literally said to him, "Your teammate is still in the race. There's always a chance for a safety car." And then what happens? Anytime it's 2-3 on a safety car, and he gets fourth.
So, see, Ali said he was furious, but he said his setup was wrong, but he still won the championship.
Oh, well.
I think he's the first guy in RF1 to retain as well.
Right. I am going to head off. Thank you for letting me come with you. I just ranted at you, basically, but yeah.
Will we see yourself on Wednesday or?
I don't know. I think I might have a pro clubs thing on that day, but I don't know yet. It might need.
Okay.
I have put no for now, so we'll see. But no, I
I'll
keep
definitely
my
see you on
Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Catch you in a bit, buddy.
Catch you in a bit. So we'll just go through getting all these standards quickly. Make sure I got all the penalties in.
Have fun.
Catch you later, boss. So apologies about that. I'm just trying to work out. We're going to get in here. So it looks like we will be getting into the Dartmark. Rusted Bolts, if he wants to join, and Misfits. It's a shame we can't get Ali in. I believe Misfits has joined. Just waiting for Mr. Dartmark. Have you included your audio? I see Dartmark's joined now. Are you both able to hear me okay? Have you both included your audio as well?
Yes. Well, I have.
Because I can't hear Misfits at the moment. Is it Ian?
Is that better?
Oh, I can hear you now.
Yeah, sorry, sometimes my mic doesn't work if I flick it down straight away.
Alright. Because I'll start off with yourself, Dartmark. It works as a P4 once the reserves are the non-scoring reserves are removed.
P3.
How's
P3,
that for yourself? I've got Ali, DK. Oh no, actually, yeah, DK gets knocked down, doesn't
And
he? Yeah,
Rusty
so it'll be
Bolt
P3.
wasn't full time, was he?
No. So
Oh, so I'm second.
I've got it as.
DK's full time.
Yeah,
DK's full time.
yeah.
Bloody
But
hell.
Rusted Bolt was reserved, so I jump up to P3, I believe.
I think I've got Misfits just ahead of yourself, unless I've
Yeah, I
got it wrong.
I finished P4 on.
So it'll be Ali
Track.
P1, Misfits would be P2, and you P3.
Yeah.
So you're both on the podium.
Yeah, because DK, I think DK finished in front of me, but he left the lobby before the
Yeah,
race.
he's done that
Yeah,
rule
so-
that if you leave it,
Yeah.
it knocks you down to where. So I think he's going to end up about.
Yeah.
I think he's out
Yeah,
of the scoring.
so P3, I'll take it. After,
So how was that?
to be honest, that was probably one of the worst races I've been in for a long time. Like, that wasn't as bad as the other week. You know what I'm on about. Baku, I think it was. But it's just like any incident that happened, I just seemed to get caught up in it. Didn't start well with the sprint, obviously jumping the start, gave myself a drive through, managed to climb up to, I think after reserves get taken out, I think it ended up being P8. And then Ali not finishing in the points in the sprint, even after the reserves, I think he ended up P11.
Yeah, it's P11.
Gave me a little bit of an incentive for the race, and then I just got, well, you obviously saw what happened.
Yeah.
So that just completely fucked my race. And then a said person that then done that, then retires the lap after. That was it for me, really. So I just kept my head down, just kept going, kept plugging away. Obviously, safety car helped a little bit, but I was still near the back after the safety car restart. I had to try and pick my way through. So to actually end up P3, well, best I could really hope for in that race. But not taking it away from Ali. As I knew he was going to get the points he needed tonight to overtake Massey. I tried to put pressure on him, but I just wasn't close enough to do it. And he's a quicker driver, so fully deserved over the season. I'm glad he stuck with it because there was one point he was going to drop out as well. So, yeah, glad Ali stuck with it. So, yeah, well done to Ali.
I think he's the first to retain the title as well after he won it last season. I think he's the first in RF1 since I've been at the tables anyway to retain.
Sorry? Who else has retained?
Also, he's the first since I've done the tables, I think, in RF1 who's managed to retain their title.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So you can't take it away from him. So, yeah, well done to him.
So definitely congratulations on that P3 now.
Cheers,
mate.
mate. Cheers.
I was saying, just before I announced, because I've just worked out with Mr. D Woodzy, Dylan, my son has been working out the maths with me tonight. We know who's won the Constructors as well now.
Okay.
But I'll speak to Misfits first, and I'll announce that.
Hello.
So, Misfits, that now makes it a P2 for yourself after DK. How's that race for yourself?
Yeah, I mean, obviously started on the hards, and like with the safety car, it was probably a couple of laps too early for me, to be honest. But I couldn't have timed it any better because I think I was P1, and when the safety car came out, and then it dropped down to P4, 5. Once everyone had passed me, stayed on the hards, and I was on the mediums, and with those guys in front, I'm never gonna compete with their speed. So I just stick on the back of them and keep with the DRS, not fight. Try and take my tyres as far as I can. In the last 2 laps, they just dropped off the cliff and couldn't keep up.
I know for Underpass, he confident with like the last 5, 6 laps, and he did notice it. He wondered why he dropped off. And then we looked at that tyre situation. You just had the different strategies in the mediums.
Yeah, I think
they must have been feeling a bit hot at the end.
I think my tyres were about 50% on like the last 2 laps, and I was just like, just try and keep it on track. Keep it on the track. I've got like P4 with I didn't even think about the reserves. I was like, I got P4 with all the time penalties that the Red Bull driver had in front of me, so I was just like, just P4 is fine with me. And then obviously the reserves taken out on P2, which is a nice little bonus.
Well, definitely congratulations on that P2 for yourself tonight, Misfits.
Cheers, yeah. I think
Will we be seeing you on the Wednesday division, or?
No, because I'm out with a meal with the missus. It's her 40th birthday, so I think I better go out.
Yeah, you don't want to upset the missus.
No.
I don't know if you've got this stream on. I've just announced on the little graphic. Dartmouth knew one of his cousins was going to get the Constructors tonight. It's Mr. Whitey, Aston Martin, have taken the Constructors.
Okay, fair play. Well done to them.
So, at one point, they had a 36-point gap. So me and Dylan had to work out. Obviously, the Alpines did get more tonight. They got 39 points, but the Astons got 21. So that 18-point gap wasn't enough to make up for them. So yeah, that's Aston Martin have taken it.
Tight then.
I know Whitey was saying earlier he's never won anything on F1 games yet, so it's his first title.
Yeah.
And Dumas second after winning Saturday last season.
Nice.
But that's another interesting one for this Saturday, I believe. Dumar, yourself, Dartmark, are still in the fight for that.
Yeah, again, I don't know how
There's
I
about
am
five.
with all the races. Even on Mondays, the fact that I'm still managing to battle on a Monday division and a Saturday division with the races I've missed due to work commitments is kind of surprising to me. So I'm glad and I'm proud of it, but it's just put me a little bit on the back foot for both of them. So we'll see what happens. But I say I've managed to make it tonight, and I will be racing Saturday. So
Well, there's definitely a top race by both of you two tonight.
Thank you.
As always, do a bit of a plug for Wednesday. Wednesday's finale. The drivers is done. Zero won that a couple of weeks ago, but the constructors is still up for grabs on that one. So I believe it's whether Tom Stroudy's team is, and the Ferraris, which is Zero's team. And then Saturday it's been a mental one. It's been really close all season with Saturday. That is there's 5 or 6 drivers still going for the title on that. So that Wednesdays is on Gaza 2005 on Wednesday, and Skin Shaggy is hosting, or not hosting, he was streaming the Saturday one, and then that'll be all the races done then for season 13.
Fair play. Good effort this year.
I put a bit of a big thank you from the admin team to Monday Division on the stream. Obviously, we're putting dates on this soon about draws and everything. If you haven't already, you can sign up on all the signing up channels are on there. So if you haven't done that already, you can go on there and put what days you want to do if you want reserve or full time.
Sweet. I'll best do that. Best buy the game first, don't I? Really?
I mean, myself and Dartmark Game Shaman, we need to do that, don't we, fairly soon?
yeah, we sort it out.
So I'll be talking to you after the stream about that. But definitely, congratulations to the Monday Division, and hopefully we'll see quite a lot of you sign up for next season, because it's been fun commentating on it. So
Cheers.
I think I'll finish this beer after working all that maths out now. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everyone. Good night.